There, this is Suzanne Alexandria, and I've got this fun little kind of like share today brought to you through the Akashic Records and in relation to Mary Magdalene. I was doing some client work the other day with a beloved, and we were in the Akashic Records, and something so incredible came through that I want to share it because partly because I'm about to launch another workshop, well, a masterclass with Mary Magdalene. I'll be channeling Mary Magdalene and others, the Council on Harmonization as well. And we begin on February 21st, and you can register for that at my website, suzannealexandria.com, right there on the homepage. I would love to have you there if it calls to you. And it's going to be for anyone who wishes to expand your channeling abilities, no matter where you are with it. You can be at any level, brand new or advanced. I don't think we can ever stop expanding, frankly. It doesn't seem possible the way we are designed. And so it will be geared toward exactly to what you need, no matter what, as long as your intention is that you want to channel in any way, be that writing or speaking like I do, or well, I also write. Light language might be channeled, channeled songs, music, you name it. There's a lot of things that come through us that through our divine gateway that we channel. And I would love to have you there if you're curious about it, if you're new to it, if you're advanced and you want to expand. So you can find that at SuzanneAlexandria.com. And we launch on February 21st, sorry. And it's a 5-week series with attunements and which are activations from the Akashic Records, and then also lessons from me, my experience, and the guides. Now, that's my little announcement, but what I want to share that came through this week in a session I was doing in the Akashic Records was so phenomenal. So we were voyaging, and I have always known the story, the reality that Mary Magdalene and I believe Mother Mary at some point also landed in France after the crucifixion of Yeshua. And there are many accounts, there's many stories, but Mary Magdalene lived the rest of her life there. And what came out during this session was something the guides had me ask, what about that was cosmic? And, I've always known stories of her like daily ascension and opening and work with the chakra system and that kind of thing. We know that there's a cave near Saint Baume that she resided in, and who knows what else there is. I'm not so sure. She lived in a cave the whole time. I don't know. I would speculate it might not be the case, but it might be. But what my guidance and the team that I work with, that I channel, are starting to do is show a different truth or a different side of the coin to a lot of the stories that we've been learning, to the history, the way it's been written. Not that the history is wrong, but it might be, but there's another way to see things, and there's other aspects that are coming out as we are ready for it, as we're channeling it through, as we're shown by our guides to share with others. So they said to ask, what was cosmic about that time? And there were various mystery schools like I run going on in southern France and perhaps elsewhere, but this was about that area. And then they showed that in the mystery schools, also in Egypt at the time and elsewhere, but those that were burgeoning in France after Mary and Mother Mary arrived and others, in those mystery schools, they were teaching the mysteries, channeling, Akashic Records, telepathy, teleporting, who knows what else, lots of other things, and also healing arts, energy, and all kinds of healing. And they said that the healing, the hands-on energy healing coming through what that was taught at the mystery schools there by those priests and priestesses and healers and seers, that it was Pleiadian healing light. And I am someone who used to do a lot of hands-on healing in the name of Reiki. And in my offices that I've had, I don't do so much of that hands-on anymore because I do a lot now via Zoom. But there was a time where for like 2 years, I was very much channeling this blue Pleiadian healing light through, and it was quite phenomenal. And even my business was kind of built at the time around that. My logo was a Pleiadian symbol, symbolizing this blue light that I would channel. And so it really blew me away. And that's what I wanted to share because, like it or not, there are just so many things that we don't know, but also that are other perspectives of a history that's so deep. But what they also said, so not only was it specifically healing light coming through the realm of the Pleiades, where there are many beings that I believe that help us channel healing light. That's not the only healing light we use. Source light, your light, is the most healing of all, but it is a type of healing light that many of us know how to conduct. And they said that because, this was over 2,000 years ago ish, it started to spread the lineage of that kind of healing light being transmitted through the chakra, energy, intuition system of people there, and also in Egypt, and perhaps also in other regions. That's really it's still going on in us, no matter where we're living, because there's so many descendants from people of those times, and even prior, like going back hundreds or thousands of years prior. This capacity, the awareness, the wisdom, and the know-how is built into our system. And so if you're someone who works with Reiki or is drawn to that or wants to, first of all, we should talk because I love to teach Reiki. But that kind of modality of beaming light and really kind of like the guides are saying, teleporting in a way to a realm where within yourself that you can convey it for a time, and you're channeling healing light. We all have ancestral, say soul ancestral, but also human ancestral ties to those women and men in the mystery schools in southern France with Mary Magdalene. And I just find that so phenomenal. And they even show, I originally learned Reiki from the Usui tradition years ago, and I teach that. I've taught that tradition quite a lot, and then it's evolved into my own kind of, through my own understanding, a little bit different than that too. But even that lineage is related to this Pleiadian, they're saying archetypal, the archetype of healer template has been shared through healers in all sorts of ways around the planet. And so you might very well be working with the same archetypal, call it passageway channel, and energy tie-in with the Pleiades, even if you're doing something different now. it's almost like they're saying that it's it's bred in us. Every human can do this, by the way. Every human has the capacity to channel healing energy. Some of us are just drawn to really wake it up and use it and share it. Every person can do it and receive it. But the guides right now are saying the archetypal energy source that was running through those healers and mystics and beautiful beings that were sharing wisdom during the time of Yeshua's life and prior to that and after that. It is an archetypal template within you and me and all of us. And so now I'm just giving some more of this right now with my guides. And the reason I'm sharing this is because it's through the Magdalene lineage that I'll be teaching this masterclass coming up. And now I'm pretty sure that we're going to be touching on this and learning more about this and the template structure. And that's related to the divine blueprint structure that is pervasive in all humans and waking up in a lot of you who might be stumbling upon this video or listening to it or interested in any of this kind of thing. So it's all fundamentally source. You are source. I am source. We're all the source of this immaculate light. But there are many of us who know how to hone very specific kinds of healing vibrations for very specific purposes. And that's really the point of sharing this. If you're drawn to channeling, if you're drawn to light work, there might be something in this message for you. And I'd encourage you to explore it within yourself, or even if you're drawn to do a session with me, book a session through SuzanneAlexandria.com, because what I do is help people turn that on within your systems. I'm an energy engineer and architect basically within the Akashic Records, and I help you connect with those parts of you that are ready to become amplified in your own divine genomic blueprint as you ascend and wake up and move into a higher calibration, a higher vibration, and start to become a lighter version of yourself. Whether or not you know yourself as a light worker, it doesn't matter. There's a lighter version of you coming online that has the capacity to move energy in a very powerful way. And it's my honor and privilege to teach this, and I would love to talk to you if that's of any interest. And so I just wanted to share this bit that came through from the Magdalene heritage. And Mary Magdalene is a blessed guide of mine. If you are listening to this, she's a blessed guide of yours, undoubtedly, and loves you unconditionally. And you might be drawn to tapping this resource within yourself in a greater way. And if so, and if you seek any guidance on how to do that, please reach out to me or sign up for that masterclass. It's actually going to be quite powerful. I know that because I've been being prepared for it for a while now. And this kind of light, this switches for this kind of conveyance of light and channeling of data and energy and light codes is going to be what each of the 5 weeks contains in it for you. So that's a lot. I'm just delighted to share this with you. If you have any questions, post them in the comments or reach out to me. And I will love to see you in my community. I have got a newsletter if you're not on it, or subscribe so you get more of these tidbits from the guides, which I do love to share. And I just wish you a blessed weekend and day. And